Let's go with the next question. Growing up, I did not have my sovereignty respected. Now, as an adult, I don't have a strong sense of belonging to myself. How can I heal this wound so that I can feel more tethered to myself as a whole sovereign being? And this is from an INFP. So this is a great question for several different reasons, because, and I think you're going to speak to a lot of INFPs with your question. I do believe that you asking this question is going to change, if people are going to be listening to this answer, that it's going to change a lot of their perspective, because sovereignty is such an important part of being an INFP, and that should never be compromised. Now, of course, sovereignty is important to every person, but in particular for INFPs. And, as an adult, if you don't have your sovereignty respected, you can't really belong somewhere. So you were saying, I don't have a strong sense of belonging to myself. Well, you don't get that strong sense of belonging to yourself because you haven't had sovereignty, but also as a result of not belonging to yourself, you won't have a strong sense of belonging to anywhere else as the person that you are. So your personal identity might be blurred. And then because of that blurring, you also don't kind of know where you belong in the outside world. So how you can heal this wound is through the 4 people within work, because this wound is generally coming from so many different parts of you. This sense of not belonging, this sense of not belonging to yourself. Until you get to know who those 4 people within you are, you won't actually be able to really appreciate those parts of you and yourself as a whole. Those 4 different parts of you are always going to have like little wars going between them, or power struggles, or, some of your fears of your inner children might be coming to the surface, where in fact, in order to move past this wound, you have to heal those wounds of those particular complaints and wounds of those inner children, which if you're not aware of, you can't attend to. And that's a challenge. So I recommend that you go on over to merjasumiloff.com and grab the 4 people within ebook if you haven't already. It's on the front page. You can grab it there. And then start studying those 4 different parts of you as if you are coming across this information for the very first time in your life. And the reason why I want you to do it that way is because when we have a sovereignty wound, we're usually not recognized as a specific person ourselves. And as such, we're not used to the conditioning of recognizing something as a sovereign part or sovereign being. And it's really important, in order for you to heal this wound of sovereignty, that you get to know the 4 sovereign people who are living within you, so that you can bring them together and from that space heal that wound and show up in the world as the whole person that you are. And you are an important person. It's very just incredibly, now more than ever, we need integrated INFJs and INFPs out there in the world, because we are, INFPs, you're the conscience of the free world and the free thinking. We need that. And INFJs, we need that capacity for compassion and bringing people together, unifying ourselves and other people. We need compassion and we need authenticity. So from that perspective, if there's anything I can do from my end, and I certainly really encourage you to go and grab that 4 people within ebook and work through that and really embrace it. We can get into trouble. And if you look at the world, how it is globally, like with everything that's been going on politically, with the pandemic, if we were more integrated within ourselves, we'd have a lot less of this kind of upheaval going on in the world. So please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you integrate yourself further. We have loads of courses, and we have fully qualified mentors who can work with you. But the main thing to really get back into that sovereignty wound that you need to heal within you, to really feel like you belong to yourself, is to acknowledge the sovereignty of those 4 people within you and how they become the family, that the inner family that is the most important part of you, how you make decisions and how you collect the information on which you base those decisions from. That's where all that originates from those 4 people within. So you can't make good sovereign decisions if you don't know what your decision making process is. So 4 people within will help you to create intentional outcomes. So I hope that helps. And let me know if you have further questions. You can just pop them into the comment section. Thank you for today's interaction. It's been great, and thank you for those amazing questions. I am really looking forward to our next interaction with each other. Like there's the saying that most people overestimate how much they can get done in a day and underestimate how much they can get done in a year. And what I'd like to say is that, yes, that's absolutely true. And then on top of that, most INFJs and INFPs underestimate the effect that they can have in the world. And it's so important for us to understand the power that we do have within us, and then as we engage that power, we offer that to others as a gift that has the power to change the world. So thank you for today's session. I'm really privileged to be doing this work, and I will talk to you real soon. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay weird and wonderful. I'll talk to you soon.